Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for joining us today. My name is Sarah. I am an account manager here at CompanyCam, and I've got some CSMs with us, Kyle, Bree, and Julia. We will be, and Aaron, of course, we're going to be on the chat helping you guys out today as we talk about all the built-in marketing features in CompanyCam. So a quick agenda here, and so you guys know this is recorded and we will send it to you within 24 hours after we are finished. So you'll get that to your inbox. And of course, if you want to register for more classes, we'll have a link in there for you to sign up for more. So agenda for today, we're going to go through before and afters in CompanyCam. We'll talk about our showcases and how you can post your photos directly to your website, our Chrome extension, on-site sales, how you can make that process better for you with our galleries, reports, and tags. We'll jump into some premium features as well, our logo stickers, our 4K video and ultra resolution photos, and then wrap up with some questions and then some upcoming classes that we have. So to get started here, let's go back one. All righty. So you guys are looking at the desktop version of CompanyCam, and then also you have the mobile version of CompanyCam here. So I'm just going to get into the same project to get started. And let's talk about our before and afters in CompanyCam. So we've had this feature since the dawn of our software, and it makes it easy for you to take an after photo with our after camera along with your before photo. So you can share that out with customers, put your logo on there, really easy to do, and you don't have to use another software for this. So I'm going to show you an example here of mobile and desktop. So on my phone, I'm in my project here. I'm just going to scroll down to my camera. I'm going to take a photo. We're in our studio here. I'm going to hit done. So this is my before photo. And after the project has been completed, we're going to go through and take our after photos. And if you want to use that after camera and create that before and after template that we have, you'll simply just click on that before photo that you have, navigate down to the bottom right corner with your 3 dots. This will open up your options for you. And here you will see take after photo. So I'm going to select that. It's the second option. And what this does is it pulls up a ghost layer of that before photo. So if I put my hand over here, you can kind of see that first before. So I can line it up, snap that picture, and then it creates that before and after template. At the bottom, we have a couple different options, landscape or portrait, whichever fits your photo best. A few have your logo on them. You don't have to have that on there as well. If we scroll over to A2, that one won't have the logo, so on and so forth. So we give you a couple options there. Select the one that works best for you. And then the last step is just hitting that save button in the top right corner. It's going to prompt you to share the photo. So when you hit share, it's going to create a link. You can text this to the customer. You could even maybe pop this on Facebook right away, or you can make another one if you would like. Otherwise, just go ahead and hit that X button. And you'll see that that before and after is now in my project feed as well. So I can refer back to it later if I would like. There we are. Now, let's say maybe you took all your before photos and all your after photos and you forgot to use the after camera. That's not a problem. We can select 2 photos and create that before and after template with both photos already in your project. So pretty easy to do. I'm going to show you on the desktop side. I'm just going to hover over both of these photos. So this is my before and this is my after. I'm going to check mark those right here. And then you'll see once I have those selected, that create before and after is going to be up at the top. And it's going to do the exact same thing. Create that template for you, choose which one works best, and go ahead and hit the save button. So no stress. If you took all your photos, you can go back, create this template, no problem. Okay, moving on, we're going to talk about our showcases. We released these about 2 years ago. It's a way for you to easily put your photos on your website without having to download them and upload them to your website. So I'm going to show you the finished product first of what a showcase looks like. White Castle Roofing, they are one of our customers and they have our showcases installed. kind of a little bit of background here. It's just a piece of code that we give each person. You can give it to your marketing manager there, whoever runs your website. They'll put it into your website, and then that's how CompanyCam and your website will communicate. So White Castle has that code installed, and they've created showcases. And so again, this is kind of the final product. It's going to say our latest projects, and then it's going to have these 3 sections here with your different projects. So each showcase, so this single one right here, is a project within your account. So when new customers come to your website, they can click on this and read the header here of what this project is, a bit of a summary of what's going on, the project type, products used, and then it's a timeline of your work. Now, of course, you have complete control over what photos are going to be on here. You don't need to worry about, maybe some of those photos you don't want on there to appear. That is something you guys have control over. So White Castle selected, 33 of their best photos from this project and made a showcase. So I'm going to go ahead and hit back here. And again, it'll show those 3, but of course you can page over and have multiple projects showing. And again, just a great way to show off what you're doing. And it's very easy to do. So if we go back into our CompanyCam here, we can talk about how you even get started with this. So I'm going to go back to another project. Let's go down into our HVAC. This is going to be from the desktop side of CompanyCam to create these showcases. This won't be on mobile. So you'll navigate to your project, and up at the top, it'll say showcase this project. So you'll click there. And then this really walks you through the steps of selecting your project type, products used. I'm just selecting the top one here to make this go quicker. You'll give it a title. This is where you can add that description summary to explain what's going on if needed. And then right here is where it says choose photos to hide. So maybe I don't want these first, 8 or 10, but I want to have all of these from August 22nd. Go ahead and hit confirm. And then hit create. That will create that showcase for you. So you need to create one showcase before you can even get that code installed. So after you've created that showcase, the second step is just having those 2 communicate. So taking that code and putting it into your website. On the left-hand side, you'll see the showcases tab. This is where you can edit your showcases. You'll see ones that we have published, date created, this edit button here. So you can always go back and change it if you have a typing error. Or if you want to add more photos to it. And then last step, of course, this install showcase widget. This is really what's going to be what connects the 2. So I recommend if someone, again, manages your website for you, you can just copy this and send it to them and they'll know what to do. Otherwise, we also have this setup guide. This is a great thing to check out. It walks you through the steps on how to get showcases set up completely from start to finish. So if in the end you don't remember anything we really talked about, again, just go to your showcases, install showcase widget, and this will help you out along with our setup guide. Any questions so far on before and afters or showcases? Okay, great. So showcases is for your website. Now, when it comes to Facebook or moving your photos into another platform or some sort of CRM, we do have a way to do that instead of just downloading all your photos and uploading them. And we can do that through our Chrome extension. So our Chrome extension, we have a document on this. We can maybe drop that in the chat if we would like, as far as how to get set up with your Chrome extension. I already have it up here. You can see I use Google Chrome. It takes a couple steps to get this set up, but once you're live, it's pretty nifty. So I'm going to go to my Facebook because I want to post photos here. If I want to add some photos here, I'm going to click. And since my CompanyCam Chrome extension is installed, it will take me straight here to my project, where I can then navigate to my different projects. I can select the photos that I would like to post for my company here and hit upload. And you'll see those photos seamlessly were loaded into my post, where I can then add my text and post it there. So Facebook is one example. Again, CRMs, this is fantastic for you as well, as far as moving those photos. And every time you hit that like add photo button, it will take you straight to your CompanyCam, where you can then move those photos. So I'll show you one more time how that works. My Chrome extension is up here. I'm going to go to add photos. Oh, and it saved it from last time. If I hit this button here, it should take me to my company cam. And this is where I can find my projects and then select my photos. We'll share that article with you if you do have questions. Our support team is awesome. They'd be happy to help you out, or your customer success manager. We're going to drop an email at the end of this webinar to connect with them. So yeah, it takes a couple steps to get set up, but once you're live, it's so great for moving your photos around. All righty, Chrome extension. Let's move into more of like the on-site sales. So ways you can organize, share photos with customers, sell the job quicker through CompanyCam, primarily more on the mobile side if you're on the job site. So we're going to talk about our galleries in CompanyCam. So a gallery is a quick way to share a link of your photos that are in this project here. So it's a one-time link. It's not live. So as you continue to add photos into this project, they're not going to see those in real time. We do have that with our timeline link, but our gallery is just that one time with those select photos. And so again, this can be done on desktop, but mobile is a really great way, especially if you're on the job site with them. In my project here, I'm going to just click this 84 button. So that's the number of photos I have. I want to view all of them. Up at the top here, I have this create share button. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. And then it says share gallery of selected photos or share gallery of all photos. So all photos, of course, means it's going to send all of them, all 83, or I can do share gallery of selected photos. And it's prompting me to select those. So I can just tap on those and it will check mark them. And then second step, you got that little arrow down here in the bottom right corner prompting you to send it out. It will ask you if you'd like to include details with photos. So like who, when, and where that photo was taken. That's always a great idea. I can click yes. It's going to create that gallery link for you. And then you'll see it's prompting me to text it out. From here, you can also put it in an email, or you can simply just copy that link, save it for later. But again, text that out. On the receiving end, again, third parties, they don't need to have CompanyCam. It's going to open up in a web browser for them where they can view those photos, and they can download them as well if they would like. So I'll show you here on the desktop side. I just went and selected photos, share, gallery. Again, same sort of process. I'm going to get that link. Let's just view that gallery so you guys can see what that looks like on the receiving end. So it's going to have your company logo, your company name, and then those photos that you selected. This is the details that I said yes to. And then, of course, your customer can also download those photos and keep them for reference. Okay. Reports. So our reports are an easy way to also share photos along with more details about what's going on at the job site. So our reports are going to be a PDF format, and you can text these out very similar to our gallery link, download them and save them for reference. So both desktop and mobile here, you can do those. I'm going to go ahead and show you on the mobile side. So this is my home page here in the project. I'm going to navigate over to my reports tab. You'll see I already have 9 reports going in here. But at the top with that plus button next to report, I'm going to go ahead and select that. It'll ask you to create a new blank report. Premium users, we can use a template. We'll go over that in a little bit. So let's hit new blank report. Give it a title. It will ask you a number of photos per page. 2 photos per page is going to give you that larger photo, of course. So I always like that 2 photos per page. Of course, you can get up to 4 if you would like. Go ahead and hit create. And then from here, you can really start building this out. So you can put sections together. We also give you a cover page with a cover photo if you would like. Different settings here as far as photo count, date created. Let's go back. I'm going to create my first section here. You can give it a title. So we could do, let's just put summary of findings. There we are. I can add a section summary here. So again, our report is really great if you like to add a lot of text to explain what's going on. Possibly your mission statement and opening statement are all very common of what our customers do. So you can put that in your section summary page. And then the last step is add or take photos. So you can add photos from your camera roll or add photos from the project. A lot of people usually create their reports once they are finished on the job site. But if you want to start, and start taking the photos there, that works as well. But I'm going to select those 4 photos from my project, add them to the report. I can continue to add more details about what's going on this photo. I just clicked right next to it where it says add description. So it pulls up that text box for you where you can type wherever you would like. We give you bold, italicized. You can hyperlink things if you would like. Our snippets, this is a template for your text. You can build these out and save them and reuse them next to your description. So when I clicked on that, you'll see I have a couple built out. So if you're kind of writing the same thing over and over again, like that mission statement, like I mentioned, or maybe the cost of things, put that in a text snippet. So then you can easily just click on that, add it to your account, or add it to that photo, go ahead and hit save. And then that will load next to that photo description and you can move on. So snippets, you can find those next to photos, section summary, a lot of different places. If you click on it and kind of mess around with it, you'll get a vibe for how it works. From there, you can view that report before you send it out. You can copy that link, text it to the customer. And again, they have just a nice PDF format of the photos and the work that you're doing, along with your text that you added there to explain even further. Last step would be sharing that. Again, there's that link, just like the gallery, easy to text out, put in the email, and then you're good to go. Any questions about our reports? Great, fantastic. Last thing I'll say, premium users, we do have templating options for our reports. That is going to save that section for you along with any sort of the layout in your reports. So when you hit create report and use existing template, you can pull from your templates and already have those, halfway through. Again, you'll see I have this section saved, my settings. So premium users, if you have more questions about that, or if you would like to try out report templates along with all the other premium features, we can get you set up with that and get you set up with your customer success manager. Tags are for organizing. Again, we've had this feature for a while. It's a way to find your different photos if you're tagging them to show customers or maybe create that report or just refer to what's going on with this said tag. So a couple ways you can do this. The easiest is if you can tag these photos when you're taking them. So on the mobile device, when I'm in my project, I can come down to my camera. And you'll see I have this tag button right next to that center circle. This is where I can find a tag. I can also create them if I'm a manager or an admin on the account. You'll notice that it does tell you which tags are already being used on this specific project. So before is a very common use case for a tag. So you can go back and just filter for all those before photos. So I'm going to go ahead and select before, and then I'm also going to select damaged. I'm going to hit save. You'll see those now live in my bottom corner here. So every photo I take will be tagged before and damaged. Let's go ahead and hit done. You'll see those populating in. In the bottom right corner, you'll see that little tag icon. That's a way for you to know that these photos are tagged. If you click into this photo, you will see it up here in the top right corner. You've got your damaged and before. Now, as far as filtering for them, those tags are going to appear for you right here as far as what tags are on this project. So you can easily just click on one. Let's click on damaged, and it's going to pull the photos that have that tag on it. So from here, I can create that report. I can share that gallery out. On the mobile side, it's fantastic as well. Again, we're going to go click and see all of our photos. That filter button. So here, because you just got a bigger screen, we write out that tag for you. On the mobile, since it's a little bit more compressed, we do put it under this icon. So that's what that filter icon looks like. I'm just going to click that. Tags is going to be right here. And then same thing, it's going to show you the tags. I'm going to select that one, hit save, and it's filters for the exact same photos. So I can show my customer if I'm standing there with them, or again, share it out as a gallery, whatever works best for you guys. So this is really our folder system in CompanyCam. You can filter with multiple tags and or on the desktop side under your view, and then easily find what you're looking for. If you guys are not tagging within the camera, you can select your photos and apply a tag in bulk. So instead of going to your camera here on the desktop side, I can just hover over that photo and check mark it like we were earlier. Your actions button up at the top will have that tag feature. So I can hit tag, type in whatever that might be. So let's do after photos, hit after, tag photo, and then you applied that in bulk. So no stress if it's not getting done when you're taking it with the camera, you can apply it in bulk later. Okay, moving on to some premium features here that are fantastic for marketing purposes. Logo stickers. So you now have the ability to stamp your logo right on the photo if you are a premium user. So first, we want to make sure your logo is loaded into your account. The way you can check that, just go ahead and click on your profile picture up at the top. Come down to company settings. Company logo will be the second option for you. You'll see this is loaded in here. We do have a couple details as far as pixels and the size. But once that is loaded in, go back into your project. We're going to select a photo here. We're going to get into our annotating tools or our editing toolbar. So that's that squiggly line here. And then 3/4 of the way down is our stickers. So if you haven't messed with our stickers before, we have some fun ones in here. But for premium users to stamp your logo, that will be up at the top. Just simply click on it. It will drop it on the photo. You can move it around from there, resize it, and drop it where you would like. This is going to duplicate it. So if you want two logos for some reason, or if you simply didn't want it, you can just hit that delete icon or that trash can icon and it will get rid of it for you. So both desktop and mobile, again, on the mobile side, that squiggly line will live right there. That toolbar will populate and your stickers are right there. A great way to watermark those photos, especially if you're putting them on social media. Just have that extra protection. People aren't stealing your photos. Premium users, you also have 4K video and ultra resolution photos. So this is fantastic, again, especially if you're using our showcases and you're posting your photos on your website. It's a great way to make sure that photo is the best it can be. Essentially, we just don't compress it. Upload speed is still pretty good. It is a tiny bit slower than if it's going to be a lower resolution photo because we aren't compressing that. So that's normal, and that you would find that with any software that you use as far as upload speed goes. So to make sure you have that ultra resolution, premium users, you'll navigate down to the bottom right corner on your device where your profile picture is. That settings gear will live right here next to your name. Under preferences, you have camera. And you'll see I have ultra selected. And then if I come down to video, I also have 4K. This will be unique to every device. So if you have a big crew, you'll want to make sure they pop into their settings gear and select that to be taking those ultra resolution photos and higher quality video. Last step here is our video walkthrough. Again, this is going to be for our premium iPhone users. Our video walkthrough allows you to take a video like you normally would, up to 10 minutes worth, of course, and have your face in the corner. So putting a face to the video. A lot of people are sending these to their customer after they've walked the job site. They'll text it to them, a great way for them to remember, the homeowner to remember who you are. So in that project there, I'm going to go into my camera, and then you'll see you're on photo. Video will be next to that. That's just going to be your regular video. And then premium, of course, your video walkthrough will be in the bottom right corner. So you'll see now, as I'm going to take my video, it has my face in the top left corner. I can, of course, change this a little bit if I'd like. That settings gear will be there. I can do frame style, and I can change that. It will move from square to circle, and you have a couple options and you can tweak it how you would like. So video walkthrough is really fun. It's also really great to post on social media. TikTok, I think, is pretty popular with video walkthroughs. So really fun. Again, iPhone users and premium will have that video walkthrough feature. That's all we've got for today. Any questions, Bree? No. Okay. Yeah. Fantastic. We'll be done on time. Let's see here. Alrighty. So we talked about some premium features today. There's a lot more to it as well. Our templates go into our checklists and our projects. And we've got some AI coming to premium and pro, I believe, as well. So if you would like to demo and try out our premium, we can get you a free trial. So this is something that you can set up through your billing page. If you go back, let me just show you where that's at here. If you click on your profile picture here and come down to your billing, it's going to say try premium for free down here. I'm already on it, so it doesn't have it, but it will be this square right here next to signatures. You can turn that on for 14 days, and then you'll have an account manager reach out to set up a demo with you, see how it's going, and get your team going with premium for a 14-day free trial. Upcoming classes, Thursday, September 21st, we have a group demo class. We go through a lot of the CompanyCam basic features. That's a 45-minute class. September 27th, we have another webinar with Michael Gogan about safety here. So you can get registered for that and see our upcoming classes that we have at companycam.com/classes. So thank you again for joining us. If you would like to get connected with your customer success manager, you can email success@companycam.com. We'll drop that in the chat for you. And then, of course, we will send this recording to you within 24 hours. And so you can refer to it, share it with your team and whatnot. So thanks again. Appreciate you guys coming, and we will talk with you later.